Hello students, we're going to work on Word Project 2, Tables and Business Cards. And so tables, we're going to see how it works just to lay out some information in a table. And then we're going to make some business cards, and it uses the table feature. So I just want to demonstrate how flexible and how easy it is to use tables. So this is the project, and so I'm going to do the first step, which says to start with a blank document and name it. So I'm going to open up Word, and to get to a new document, you can do File, New, Blank Document, and the keystroke for it, if you just want to go and do the keystroke, is Control N for New. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to name this. So it is going to be File, Save As, and I like to save my stuff over in my Downloads folder. I don't save on OneDrive. I go nuts with that. I don't really like OneDrive at all. So it is going to be GRH, my initials, or your initials, Project 02 Table. Now, I hope you're seeing that before you start working on any document, you always name it. That's the first step. Then you start working on it, and there's good reasons why you do that. Okay, we're going to insert another footer on this, and so insert, footer, a blank footer, and we want to put in our file name again. So up here we have document info. You could put in your name, the file path, which would include where exactly it's being saved. So I'm just going to do file name. Well, this time I'll do file path, but you do file name, and then I can show you how the path is a little bit different. Close footer here, or just double click up in the top here. Okay, and let's see, I'm going to zoom my screen a little bit bigger, and you can see now the full path is C:users, my initials, downloads, and then the name of the file. And so file name is just this part here. File path is this whole long thing right here. Okay, so I just showed you how to do that. It doesn't matter, either one is good with me. Okay, so we got step 2 done. Now we're going to create a table like the one in step 2, and in my instructions I need to go back over to my form here, and I am going to have features and examples. And so one way to get this so that I can do it side by side and watch what I'm doing is I'm going to do Windows key and a left arrow, and then here Windows key and a right arrow. So I'm going to insert my table, insert table. I like to have these printed off. It's always easier. And I can do that many, and then I will come up here and I will type features, tab, examples, tab, fixed obstacles, walls, tables, stairs, tab, dynamic. Now watch what I do. I'm going to double click on the word obstacles, do a Control C, and paste it so I don't have to type as much. People and doors, invisible, Control V for paste, obstacles, glass doors, glass walls, tab. Now I need to scroll down a little bit more because I have some more here. And then I do rough surfaces, tab, gravel, paths, and lawns. And when I press tab, that adds a new row. Inclines, wheelchair ramps, up and down a hill, tab, and it adds a new row. It's a little different than when you're in Excel. Doorways and narrow sidewalks. So what we're typing in here are some of the obstacles that you run up against when you're making a robot, I think. Okay, so now part 2. Ooh, we're going to end up making it all like this. So we take this plain thing like this and present it. So we got some color and everything. So this one's a little bit complicated. So let me get my directions here. Okay. So let's save this now again because we've done a lot of work on it. And see this extra line right here? If I take this little marker out, this is why I like my show hide markers on. I could see that's why I got extra space there. Okay, so now let's do File Save As because I want to save everything that I've done to date. And I've already got my name here, so it's a little bit hard to navigate around here. And so now I've got my instructions, so I'm going to minimize this window here and I'm going to maximize this one so that you can see how I'm doing everything. Okay, so I'm on step 2 and it says wait until you do most of your editing before adding a row for the heading. There's a where it says features of urban environments. That gets a little complicated, so I'm going to wait on that. Now add 2 additional rows of data in the order in the table as shown. I think that was the inclines and the narrow regions that I already typed those in. Step 3, if you don't know what to do there, it's okay if you don't put the extra data in. Okay, so we need to change the font. So I'm going to select everything and I'm going to go up here to Font, Home, and the font it's going to be Calibri, and I want to make it 14 point. And the row height I want to make 1/2 inch. So over here we have 2 features, the table design and table layout. So I'm going to look at table layout and I need it to be 1/2 inch high, and it's 1/2 inch high, and this horizontal alignment is center left. So here's center and here's left. So see my little tooltip that shows up here? So this is top left, top center, top right, left center, center center, and right center, bottom right left, bottom center, bottom left. I picked this one here, and that just makes everything, it's going to work really good. My row height is not quite 1/2 inch, so I'm going to actually make this a little bit bigger. It should be 0.5. That makes it 1/2 inch. Okay, so now I have got my row height, the 1/2 inch. I've got my horizontal alignment, center and left, and I've got the vertical alignment for all rows should be centered. Okay, so the vertical alignment is included in this one right here. It's centering the text vertically and it's aligning it to the left, so it did it all for me. Okay, to create the heading, now we add a row, so I'm going to click here and it says insert row below, and so I want to insert a row above, so I'm going to right click and I pick Insert, Row Above, and now I've got that row above. And now I need to merge these two cells, so I come up here to merge cells. And I select the two cells, what I just did, and so then I merged them. And now I want to add some borders and shading similar to the table that we were looking at. So it has actually, and then I'm going to type in the heading. Okay, and we want to make this one a little bit bigger, so I am going to actually make this an inch big, and I want to make it centered and in the middle, and it looks like my heading is then going to be home. It's bold, and I'm not giving you every little step on how to make it like the other one. So if we open up the file, the Word document that I have for the picture of what it looks like. Oops, that's the wrong one. This one here. Oh, I know where it's at. It's over here. Okay, so we have a light blue, and we have a darker blue. Okay, and so just kind of give it a little look about what it looks like. It doesn't have to be exact. I just want you to be working with the features. So don't fret about getting it exactly correct, because that's not the point of anything. So now we want to show the background. So this is the font color. So if I would select this, this changes the font color. Okay, and that's not what we want to do. I could do Control Z to get it back. Where the font color is right here in this pail, in this bucket, the shading. And it says to make it kind of a light blue. And then I'm going to make this one here another color blue, a little bit darker blue. And let's see, let's take a look at our thing. Okay. All right, that's good enough. Those are some things that changes it and makes it look good. You don't, like I said, you don't have to make it exactly. Now I think this would look nice by making it bold and centered. So it looks like that. Yeah, we got our thing done. Our table is all done. File, Save As, Save. We've got our footer at the bottom. There's our footer, and you got a table with some shading in it. Again, remember the bucket is where the shading is. This is the font, the lettering changes. Okay, and now we're going to save it again. File, Save As, and I'm going to add the word edited to it. And I'm ready to save it and close it and upload it. And that's the first part. Then the second part for the business cards I'm going to do separately. Okay, I'm going to stop this video and do another video.